You ready to learn about Succupid? I know I am.
The game is on. No rest until dawn. The rules are clear. Go fast, show no fear. You play the game, you play it fast.
So here she is. I haven't got her all the way upgraded yet, but I'm working on that. She'll be upgraded all the way by the end of the video. So the first impression that I get when I see her is that she's small. Her size is small. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I really like the character design. She looks super cool. She's real cute. And I like how her wings flit, back and forth like a fairy, which I guess she is. She's a Cupid. So that's like a fairy, right? So let's go ahead and look at her attacks first off. Her basic attack is called Shoot. Unleash 3 arrows to all enemy, dealing damage on all enemies on hit. And she does have 10% crit chance built right in. So that's one thing that contributes to her being so darn powerful. The next one is Heart's Wave. Unleash a big arrow, dealing damage and slow all enemies on the way. So this one, it does add slowness to your opponent when it hits. So that's really nice, and it does push them back a little bit. Then Share the Love. Unleash a big arrow, okay, well, that's the exact same description. Actually, what this one does is she blows a little kiss. She blows it, but a bunch of hearts and stuff come out, and this one has a lot of knockback. It's kind of like Panda's Dragon Flash. It goes nearly entirely across the screen, not all the way across, but most of the screen. And it pushes back. And with Panda's Dragon Flash, sometimes it'll push you way back, and sometimes it pushes you a little bit and keeps going. This one works in the same way. I consider this to be her most powerful attack, despite the fact that it only has 1% crit chance. It does so much hit, and it pushes your opponent back so much. This attack is highly annoying when you're fighting somebody with Succupid. And the last one, Lightning Fields of Love. Unleash Field of Lightning, dealing damage and mini-stun on all enemies on Psy. So this is like the lightning for Odin, except it does freeze. The mini-stun, I would say it's a stun, honestly, because it stuns long enough for you to go ahead and walk past, which is really, really useful. So that's her attacks, and let's go ahead and look at something that I don't think gets enough attention. Let's look at what the Arcana items look with her. I was trying to think of which one of these would match her the best as far as just looks. So I think the rabbit really matches her. It's the same color, you know. It does not look as fierce as she does, though. So for that reason, I don't feel like it matches perfectly. My favorite, though, is this one. Even though the colors don't match, they're complementary, and I think it makes her look much more magical and cool. I really like it. My only complaint here, though, is with the Wings of Justice, and I think you can see why. This is my favorite Arcana item because it has, 5% damage, 5% health, and 1% crit. So I think this is the most useful Arcana item, and as you can see, she is not centered in there. Most heroes are, and the wings do not adjust for the hero that you're using them on. They always stay in the same spot. Even like with Dracula's Bloody Strike attack where he zooms across the screen, the wings stay where your starting position was, just like this. So that's the only thing I'm really disappointed about. And I guess they didn't design the game so that the wings would adjust to whatever hero you have, because if they did, I could see this looking really cool if they could adjust it to more like not only go behind her body, but kind of match her other wings. So her other wings are on top of it and these are behind it. I think it could look really neat. I'm going to go ahead and let's unequip that for now, and I'll show you her moves. All right, so her basic attack looks like that, which is pretty cool. I love how the hearts appear at the end of the shot. And then we've got this one. Boom. And that one's nice, and then all the hearts explode. That's pretty cool. This one's awesome. So we hit that, and it just... all those little cupids, look at that. So it went to about right there. So it's not all the way across the screen, but you only have to go forward just a tad bit for it to hit across the screen. Now, with the lightning move, you're going to see why I say that about... I don't think it's mini stun. Watch this. So I hit it. Wow, and it stuns him for a hot second there. Like, that's more than just a mini stun. There's other heroes that have what they say mini stun, Dracula specifically, and it's much shorter than hers. I really think they're underselling it by saying mini stun. So I think you can see how this combination of attacks is really powerful, because this one it regens quick. It hits 3 times. And then this one does a little bit of pushback and good damage. And then the other two, the Kiss of Death and the Lightning, like, that Kiss of Death is, man, that's rough. The best strategy with her is to mini stun, and then walk past, deploy your units, and then you can push them right in there. If you're fighting another player, this is kind of a hero like Gatucha, where you can or Panda, where you can just kick back and stay on your side of the screen, deploy units, and whoosh, shoot that thing across the screen and keep enemies away from you. So she would be really good to fight Athena with, or Panda, other really long-range heroes. And really, I think she's good fighting against anybody, because I tried to fight Push Pendar's Succupid with my Dracula, and I had a hard time because that Kiss of Death just pushes you away. And you don't want to get too close because of the lightning and the mini stun that's not mini at all. So she's powerful. She's hard to kill. She has a reputation for being one of the most powerful heroes in the game. Is that really true? So let's think about this for a moment. I don't think I've ever fought somebody that had Succupid and she wasn't all level 80, for starters. Also, the people that have her tend to have super powerful items because they're playing the boss party, and they've been playing for a long time, so they have other awesome items. Therefore, I think she's gotten that reputation because, you have to really play the game to get her. And the people that do have her are generally very strong players anyway. So there's that. And I'd wondered for a long time if that's all it was. Like, okay, so she has these attacks that push you away and stun you enough, and then these guys just have really powerful items. So now that I have her and I've gotten to play with her, I don't even have her all the way upgraded. I would absolutely say she is one of the most powerful heroes in the game, because of this crit chance and the really powerful knockback and stun that she has. It doesn't matter if you have powerful items or not, but you're going to have some powerful items when you get her because you're fighting boss party to get her. So that's nice. But just on her own, she's powerful. She's powerful and she's hot. I love her. So for a basic attack, no sound. For this one, it's an interesting little sound. Then this one it's almost the same as the first special skill. And then this one is pretty awesome. I really like that one. So I'm really pleased with what they did with the sounds on this. I do find it odd the basic attack doesn't have a sound, but at the end of the day, I don't think it really matters. But you know what I haven't checked is see if she makes a sound when she dies. So let's let Thor kill me here. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Let's let Berstuck kill me here and see if she makes any kind of sound. I don't think she does. I'm not sure if anybody does. So she doesn't make any sound. I think it would be awesome if she did make a sound, like a screaming or crying sound. The rest of her is so animated. There's so much personality coming through. I feel like she needs to scream or cry or make some kind of sound when she dies. But I'm pretty sure that no heroes have a sound, so that may not even be built into the game engine. But DivMob, if you're out there, if you're listening, if it's not hard, I think you should put a death sound in there for her. And really for maybe all for characters. Or maybe just party boss heroes. Make them extra special in little ways like that. I don't know. But let's continue with the review. So another thing I'd like to point out is, let's look at Belial, for instance. With her just walking, her titties are kind of bouncing around. Which, that's interesting they put that in here, because she's not really wearing clothes, but she's kind of like a reptile woman, right? Anyway, and there's other heroes that do that. But since Succupid is like flying, hers don't really do that. They put a lot of great animation into this hero, because look, when she stands there, she's blinking, she's primping her hair, and when she does the kiss of death, she blows you a kiss. They've done a lot of great little tweaks. Or like when the arrows, when they hit the little the hearts. Or this one, it just explodes into hearts. Look at that. I mean, they did a whole lot of cool stuff to really give her character, But I did notice her death animation. I've always thought she looked cute on her death animation, because when she dies, she does this little pouty cry face. But you'll also notice that is the one and only place where her tits bounce at all, which I think is kind of cool. I know that not everybody cares about that, but I want to point it out because I care about it. I enjoy that, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one. But watch as she dies. See that? So, anyway, it almost makes me sad when I see her die, because she's crying and she's upset. And the one other thing to look at, her little icon up here in the top, she almost looks like she's out of a cartoon, where the rest of these are more like realistic looking. But I kind of like that. It still fits with the art style of the game, and I don't have an issue with it. I think it gives her her own unique feel, and I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and get her upgraded, and then we will finish this out showing her final stats and some awesome fights. Okay, so I've had some time to play with Succupid. I got her upgraded to level 80, and I've got some more thoughts for you. As far as her looks go, I've been thinking about this a lot. I find it interesting that when she's in the boss party, you've got to spend more money to get her. When she's in boss party, the amount of orbs you need to get her, I mean, it goes up into the 15,000, 17,000 orb range, because so many people want her. Now, what's funny about that is that she is a succubus and a cupid. And if you don't know, a succubus is a mythical creature that would attract sailors to her with her beauty and then kill them. So I think it's funny that everybody wants this Succupid, this succubus. So I think that's pretty funny. But I've been thinking about why that is, and I believe that is because they made her so very different. She's this bright pink and purple. She is almost objectively beautiful. I think she's very pretty. So they designed her very differently to stand out, and it has attracted everyone to her. Not to mention her powerful fighting skills have attracted everyone to her. So that's fun and interesting. And now that I've got her upgraded, I'd like to show you her stats. So we go to her shoot attack, and you can see the damage is 376, crit still 10, no lifesteal. Hearts Wave, 313, it's pretty good. Share the Love, 501. That's why this is so powerful. And that does not just hit you once and take the 501 or the 800,000 on my screen. It hits multiple times. That is why that attack is so powerful and annoying. And even this one, 471, it's got that awesome stun, plus it does almost 500,000 in damage. That's just incredible, guys. It's incredible. She is super powerful. I also want to talk about pros and cons and whether I would recommend her. So, good things about her is she's a unique character. She's not required to combine for any of the titanium heroes. Therefore, once you have her, you have her. You don't have to worry about being tempted to get rid of her or anything like that. Her attacks are powerful. She is an awesome hero to have. So she's unique and powerful, and you'll never have to get rid of her unless they change that in the future. It could always change. Those are the pros. The cons, really, there's not many. I would say the biggest con with her is the Wings of Justice don't match up, and that's due to the way that she's slanted in there, and the wings don't adjust to account for that. And I've been thinking about this part too. If they tried to adjust them to her, it could be really weird because the Wings of Justice move at a different speed than her wings do. And they would have to tilt them, and those wings are already very long, so I don't know how that would fit in the rest of the game. Perhaps that's why they left it alone. But I think this also highlights another unique thing about her, is that in her resting position, she is diagonal, where most heroes are straight up and down, you know? I really cannot think... Oh, yes, another con. She's small. Now, this isn't a big deal either, but when you spend this kind of money to get a hero... they generally have made these heroes larger, and especially like titanium ones in size are even larger. So to spend all this money and feel like you have the special hero and then you see how small she is, it's a little surprising, or it was for me anyway. But I think that quickly fades into the background the more you use her, and it's ultimately not a big deal. So would I recommend this hero? Absolutely, unequivocally, you should get her. There's a reason everybody wants her. She is awesome in so many ways. She looks awesome, her attacks are awesome and powerful. She's just a great hero all around, and you should absolutely get her. They typically will put her in there in February, because Valentine's Day and she's Cupid and it fits with the season. So that's probably going to be your next chance to get her, and I'm telling you guys, she is worth the money. If you were going to only get one boss party hero the whole time you play this game, get Succupid. She's awesome. So this is my Succupid review. If you like it, smash that like button. Absolutely hit the subscribe button so you can get more videos like this, and make sure to check out my Facebook page. And if you have any questions, comments, likes, dislikes, put them in the comments on the video and we'll get them answered. And that's all I've got for this review. Keep fighting hard.